Hey, good morning, everyone. This is the options for today, the 0 DTE, and you can see that the puts are stacked today below 45.60, and so our current day open is at 45.60. So everything below the current day open clearly has been stacked puts. This is the intraday volume, and it is the same thing um, for the open interest. Everything below 45.60 is on the put side. So they'll be going short today below 45.60. And the call wall is at 45.75 in case it gets up to that first standard deviation of the implied volatility. That's not the first standard deviation of the JATS, real volatility, realized volatility. We'll look at that in just a second. But keep your eye on this current day open for our change, open interest change. You can see that 45.75 has grown more calls. They really don't want it to go higher than 45.75 at this point. So that's your call wall. And again, 45.60 is growing more puts. And the big put wall, they don't want it to get below 4,500, 45.20, 45.15. I think that we're going to stop around 45.45 or 45.40, and I'll show you why right now. So if I can pull this chart up for you. Give me 1 second. Wrong chart. Okie dokie. So we've got about a 35 point range today, 35.75. So 35 points from the 45.60, the current open, will get us down to that weekly one if we go the full range. And going short allows us to get to that PT3 much higher probability than that long. On the long, I really look for the twos, not the threes. So if they wanted to sweep these stops today, the turnaround Tuesday would be it. And then we'll see how these RTH bull bars that propelled the price to go higher kick into action and defend their positions. Because I think that this rally started right about here on these intraday time frames, going dip buying below the distribution but above the ones, and that sent it up. So if we get that downturn today of what the options is saying, I'm thinking 35.75. NQ has about 168, 179 points, and the same thing, we would be, tagging along, both of them trading about the same. So if we were to look at the current open down, it would be about the same. There we go. Almost getting us to the target. But so definitely on, something to point out to you as we're thinking about all this structure. Whenever you see a Globex form the low and it does not get retested, they're going to go back and retest it. Globex, the London session, very rarely, if you go back and look at your pivots, your places where price turned around and just took off from, they always start in the RTH session, usually, either right at 1500 or the morning session. So very rarely does an overnight session get to have a gimme where a price will just take off for, like a year-end rally without it being challenged for those stops. So we'll come back, tag those stops for sure, and then perhaps take a run for that lower dip, wiping out these prior stops, just like the ES. So we'll see what happens. Maybe not get as low as ES, but just keep your eye out. Um, in Q, the technology looks very, very promising going into year end. So look for those dip opportunities and be aware of days like today when we could possibly see them come to fruition. All right, guys, turn around Tuesday. See you later.